Hi guys, so this is my Inktober day 15 video and I'm so excited to get this up for you guys because this is one of my most favorite Inktobers that I have done so far, and it's just so pretty. I mean, I have some now that are after this that are kind of like, oh, I love these too, but this is my absolutely favorite above everything. So yeah, I'm really glad I could get this up for you. I was really worried that I might have lost this file because when I was checking my computer, I was actually missing my files all the way up to file 11 because I have my day 12 and up, but I am missing my day 11 and before. But I've already uploaded those to you guys, so I guess it's not too bad. I do have the original files backed up in my external drive, but I don't have the finished file. I have like maybe halfway through, so I need to make sure that I back up regularly because I have no idea how those files were even deleted. They're just gone, and I checked literally every possible folder they could be in, and they're not there. And so I'm just like shocked. I'm like, what happened? Anyways, back to this drawing. This has to be one of my most favorites because one, it was so fun to draw, and I was just like so into it, and I was doodling it, and I was just like, this is really pretty. And usually when it comes to doodling, everything turns into like bleh. It's not really like good. It's kind of like, okay, alright, I might keep this, I might trash it, sort of thing. But this one turned out really nice, and I love the way the flowers turned out. I decided not to keep doing my roses over and over and over again. Even though I love roses, sometimes we need some variety. So that's what I did. I did a bunch of different other flowers. I'm not exactly sure what the names are, but there are just some that was around my grandmother's house that I remember, so I decided to draw them. And so yeah, I thought one of the biggest problems I had with this drawing though is inking it was pretty hard because at the time I didn't know Daiso had thinner pens. So when I was inking this, I had trouble inking because my nib of my pen is just kind of, it's not super thick, but it's kind of thicker than I wished it to be. So I just had problems that I was so worried about, making black blotches all over my drawing because I wanted to be very careful, and it took a very long time to ink this because of the detail in it. So I was just trying my hardest not to make it into a black mess because of my inking nib being a little bit thicker than I wished it to be, which in the future I'm so happy when I do Inktober next year. I'm going to have the thin inking pens from Daiso Japan. So I'm just like, yes, I get to get those. What I did with this inking, like what I end up doing is that first I go over everything, whatever I want, and I know that it's going to be inked over. I ink it, and I do thinner lines, and then I go back and create thicker lines and put shadows in. And the reason why I do this is because it's much easier for me to just line it, apply the inking thinly, and then go back to see, once the inking is applied, like the whole image is inked, then I'll go back and see, oh, a shadow will look nice here, a shadow will look nice there, because sometimes some people do it different, like they'll ink and they'll add shadows while they're inking. Before inking, the inking is finished for their sketches, they add shadows while they're doing the fine lines. But I like to do the fine lines first and then go back to add the shadows because I feel like it's just easier for me. That's one way to do it. It's not the only way to do it, and however you like to do it, it's really what you want to do. But that's just something that I find easier for me, especially since I'm barely beginning in inking. You shouldn't think that, oh, you know, her way is the only way, this is the right way. No, there's a lot of different ways to ink it. I just prefer it like this. Sometimes I like having a thick line, sometimes I like thinner. It's just different. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.